Sarah's corner booth, chosen for its clear view of the door, now felt like a trap. The men took the booth opposite. Bear, as his crew called him, settled with a gravelly sigh, scarred hands flat on the table, studying the menu. Lily froze mid-coloring her lopsided castle. She stared, eyes wide with wonder, not fear. Sarah tried to hush her, but Lily whispered, "Mommy, that man is a giant." "Shish, sweetie. Color." Bear lifted his head. Sharp,
So
clear
what's it
eyes
going to be,
locked on
kiddo?
Lily's.
A
The
unicorn!
moment
A unicorn
stretched,
sounds
heavy.
perfect.
All right,
Sarah
unicorn
braced.
it is.
Then Lily asked, voice carrying through the hush, "Excuse me. Are you a bad guy?"
We need to talk.
Silence
It's
crashed
serious.
down.
What
Sarah
is it?
choked on terror,
Trouble's coming. We
expecting
have to be
fury.
ready.
Ready for
It
what?
never came. Bear leaned forward, vinyl creaking. He studied her seriously. Then, low rumble, "That depends. Are you a monster?" "No," Lily declared. "I'm Lily." A faint smile cracked his stoic face. "Well, Lily, I'm only a bad guy to monsters, especially the ones that scare little girls and their mamas." His gaze flicked to the window, brief, deliberate, then back to them. Sarah's pulse stuttered. He knew. He'd noticed her flinches, her door obsession, the dark blue sedan lurking across the street for days. The room exhaled. Chatter resumed. Sarah's shoulders dropped a fraction. Then the bell thudded again. Rick filled the doorway, thinner, sharper, prison-carved. Pale eyes scanned and locked on her. Predator's smile. "Sarah, I told you I'd find you." He strode to their booth, ignoring the bikers. "Lilybug. All grown up." Lily pressed into Sarah's side. Sarah's voice barely emerged. "What do you want, Rick?" "My family. We're leaving." His hand reached for Lily. Sarah surged, yanking her daughter back, shielding her. "No, we're not going with you." Rick's face darkened. "Don't make a scene. You know what happens." Heavy chair scrape. Bear rose, slow, towering, a leather-clad wall between them. Rick sneered. "Problem, old man. Family matter." Bear stepped forward. Rick retreated instinctively. "I don't think it's family," Bear said calmly. Eyes flicked to the sedan. "And I don't think you've been parked there 3 days for a reunion." Rick blanched. "I don't know. You're scaring the little girl," Bear stated. "And I told her, I'm only a bad guy to monsters." "Time to leave." "Nice and quiet." Rick glanced, Flo's phone ready, other bikers standing, eyes on him. No allies. He turned and hurried out. Bell thudded shut. Sarah broke, sobs ripping free, years of fear shattering. Lily hugged her tight. "It's okay, Mommy. The giant made the monster go away." Bear told Flo, "Call the cops." Rick Miller. Parole violation. Stalking. He sent his men to ensure Rick left the block. Then Bear sat across from Sarah, solid, protective, silent anchor. Flo brought water, fresh coffee. When sobs eased, Sarah whispered, "How did you know?" "Good observer," he said. "Saw the booth, the jumps, the wrong car." "Thank you. I can't ever." He looked at Lily peeking over. "You just did. Dropped $20. Flo, milkshake and apple pie for the kid." Police arrived. Bear's calm account sealed it. Rick was nabbed blocks away, parole revoked, charges added. No early release this time. The Iron Saviors stayed. They moved Sarah to a safer apartment they quietly patrolled. Co-signed when her credit faltered. Rebuilt her dying car. Found her a steady bookkeeping job at a friend's construction firm. Real pay, first time she could buy more than one grilled cheese. They became family. Lily's loud, tattooed uncles taught her to ride a bike, filled school auditoriums with thunderous cheers at her plays. They never spoke of the diner day. It was simply the foundation. Years unfolded quietly, powerfully. Sarah's hunted look faded. She laughed, full, free. Met Daniel, a gentle high school teacher who was terrified of the club at first, then embraced them as fiercely as she did. Lily at 16 strode on stage for an academic award, spotting Bear's single proud nod from the crowd. At Sarah's wedding, Bear walked her down the aisle, not her absent father, but this giant in a clean leather vest, gray beard neatly braided, massive hand gentle on her arm. 10 years after the diner, a Sunday barbecue filled Bear's backyard, burgers sizzling, laughter rolling. Lily, now college-bound, sat with him on the porch swing. "Remember the diner?" "I remember. I asked if you were a bad guy." "You did. You're the best guy I've ever known." She leaned against his shoulder. He wrapped one arm around her, silent, steady, the bedrock of her life. One child's fearless question pierced armor. One man's choice to stand turned fear into safety. Heroes don't need capes. Sometimes they ride Harleys, notice the details others miss, and decide the scared woman and curious kid across the aisle are worth protecting. And sometimes, that one moment ripples outward, building a family where none existed before. 3.9s fast.